Hi everyone, welcome back to my wine diary, the channel where everything is wine related. I am so excited to film today's video because it's a tasting video, the first tasting video I'm actually doing on this channel, and it's in collaboration with Ferllen Winery, which was kind enough to reach out to me on Instagram and offer me some of their wines to try. I have just received the package. I am super pumped. I'm ready to get in. So I want you to see the way the package came. I will unbox everything and show you how it was packaged and delivered to me, and then we'll go right into tasting the wines. So here's the bad boy. I don't think I can even fit the box into the frame here. I think I can, so it's got the fragile tape on it. The packaging looks fine, just from the first glance. Interestingly enough, I was actually not home when the package came, so my fiance opened the door and the package was just left at the door. No signature, no name, no nothing. So alcohol delivery of 2020. I'm loving this COVID rules, you know, that they don't need your signatures anymore, I guess. But can't complain, the package is here. Let's open it up. So I've got my knife here. We're going to put it to the box and try to be careful. I believe that Ferllen Winery has mentioned to me that they would be sending me 3 wines, which kind of makes sense for the bottle size. I think there are 3 bottles inside.
My knife skills are not that great. Alright, let's see inside here. Oops, almost cut myself. Safety, safety.
Okay. So it's got our white foam inside. Let's see if I can actually even... Oh, okay. So this top part lifts. I wonder if it's upside down. It's not. That would be a doozy. All right, let's put this aside. So we've got 3 wines sitting securely right there. Oh, I am so excited for this. All right, let's take these bad boys out. So the first one that we have is a 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's their reserve wine. So I'm going to show you a close-up of the bottle here. All right, so let's jump onto the second bottle in the box here. And the second one is a white wine. Oh, it's a Torrontés. Okay, I always wanted to try Torrontés. I've never tried it before. It's a white wine type. Very excited for this. So here's the bottle close up. Let's see if we can catch the light. So now we have 2 bottles already unboxed. Let's see what is the third one that they sent to me. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is special. I am so honored. They've sent me their Grand Reserve. Wow, this is a 2014 Malbec. It's their barrel selection, and only 2,000 bottles of this was produced. I feel so honored, oh my God. So now we have these 3 bottles here that are unboxed. I feel even more excited after I've seen now what they sent to me. This reserve is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. The bottle is much heavier than the other 2 as well, because it had to be aged, and it's an older wine as well. It's also darker glass, which is the glass type that they choose when they know they're going to be aging wine for a couple of years. So very excited to try this one. And then we have the Cab 2017 and the Torrontés, which is I'm so excited to try. I'm losing my words here, you can tell. I'm just rambling. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put them in the fridge to chill for a couple of minutes, and while the wine is chilling, I will tell you a little bit more about the winery. While my wine is chilling and getting ready for me to open it and taste it in front of the camera for you, let me tell you a little bit more about Ferllen Winery themselves. So the winery is located in Argentina, in Mendoza, Argentina. They're sitting in the Uco Valley of Mendoza, and what's really interesting about them is that they're actually elevated pretty high. They're sitting at the elevation of 4,000 feet above the sea level level in the mountain heights, which according to the owner is actually responsible for the great quality of wines that they produce. And another peculiar thing is that as Mendoza is known for Malbec, this winery sits on 30 hectares of land. Ferllen Winery is also pretty active on social media, so I will link their Instagram profile down below, as well as their main website. The great thing about them is that they deliver to the United States, and they deliver to 38 states right now. It's fantastic how you can buy something from the origin country and get it delivered to your door in a matter of just a week or two. So it's really easy to go on their website, choose the wines that you want to try. They have a great description about every single wine as well. Their prices are there, and then you just add them to your cart, you pay for them, and it gets delivered right to your door. I now have my wine out of the fridge, chilled and ready for us to try and review. I am going to start with Torrontés right now. I usually like to start with white wines for my tastings and then build the wines up. So as I will be opening the wines and pouring them into the glass in front of you, I will be using quite a few tools and gadgets here, and a perfect plug-in for my video right now, because I want you to go and check out the other video that I made before, and it's called 5 Must-Have Wine Gadgets, and pretty much every single gadget in front of me are in that video. So you need to go check it out. As you can tell, if I'm using them right now in front of you to open the bottle and pour the wine in, they are really must-haves. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first tool I'm using here is my seal cutter. We're going to cut the seal, exposing the cork. Then I'm taking my sommelier corkscrew, and let's go ahead and dive right in. Normally I would like for wine to also sit and breathe for a while, so I would, pour it into a decanter, or at least leave the bottle open so the wine can breathe. But since we're trying all 3 wines here on camera, and I'm trying to give you the best first impression that I have of them, I'm just doing it like this. So getting the cork out. This is a natural cork. They use the actual regular natural cork. It's not a compressed cork. It's not plastic or anything like that. And it says Mendoza, Argentina on it, if my camera would focus. All right, so the second tool, or the third tool really, seal cutter, corkscrew, and the third tool that I'm using here, which is a must-have for me, is an aerator. So I have 2 different aerators here. I have the Haley's corker here, which I will be using to stop the bottle afterwards, because clearly I'm not going to have all 3 bottles in front of the camera and finish them. So I'm going to store my unfinished wines with a Haley's corker in a fridge, which I could use for aeration as well, because they do have an aerator built into them. Again, watch that video, I'll tell you more about them. So let's go ahead and get this aerator in. Looks just like this. This is one of my favorite aerators. It's a little bulky. That's really the only downside of it, but let's go ahead and pour the wine. So it's nice and chilled now. As I mentioned, Torrontés is a white wine variety. It actually comes from Argentina. Argentina is known for Torrontés, and supposedly, from what I've read, again, I've never tried Torrontés before, but from what I've heard, it's a very crisp, fruity wine that also has a very smooth finish to it. So let's see if it's actually the truth. All right, pouring it in. So let's go ahead and take at the wine first. So we'll look at the color here, and I'm trying to have the lightest background behind my glass as I possibly can. So the color is definitely deep yellow. It's got some green undertones to it as well. I'm very happy that this wine is a 2019 vintage. With white wines, you really want to drink them as soon as possible. They don't age too well most of the time, so you want that wine to be nice and fresh. So this one is just a year old and 2019 vintage. Very happy about this. So yeah, pretty deep yellow here, some hues of green I can see. I don't have the white background, but it's light enough for me to see those. I will show you how it looks like also, so you can kind of tell how it's yellow. I see some green undertones, some green hues. You guys tell me if you do or not. All right, we're going to swirl the wine. I like how it's coating the glass too. And we're going to give it the first initial sniff. Tasting wine makes me so happy, I swear, so happy and so important at the same time. So as we didn't give this wine enough time to breathe, I'm just going to aerate it in hand a little bit longer. And then we will be ready to try it. So certainly very fruity on the nose. I can tell you this immediately, even without it, you know, breathing for at least half an hour before I smelt it and I drank it. So Torrontés is known for its peachy, fruity flavor. I smell some peach, but you know what's really coming through for me here is pineapple. Just really crazy, because I've never had a pineapple wine or anything like that. And I would say, like in Pinot Grigio, for instance, you can smell some fruity flavors too. But pineapple, I don't think I've ever smelled pineapple before. So yeah, definitely some peach and pineapple to this one. And if I'm catching this correctly, because it was aged in the barrel, I can smell some honey in it too. So this is the similar quality or similar scent or similar nose that I'm getting with this one as I usually get with a Chardonnay, as Chardonnays are known a lot of times to be aged in an oak barrel. You can smell that honey, that smokiness in them. No smokiness here, it's still a very crisp smelling wine, but definitely has some honey smell to it. And I think that barrel aging for just a year that they did there, actually they only aged it in the barrel for 15 days. That's how young this wine is, this particular wine from Ferllen Winery. 15 days in the barrel, and then they cleared and bottled it. But it's only a year old, so yeah, I would say peach, pineapple, and honey are coming through to my nose here. Let's give it a taste. Oh my God, I can't wait. It is very, very smooth. Yeah, but not only that it's smooth, it's actually very, very crisp and fresh at the same time. So very impressed with this one so far. One last sip. It's got such a good body to it. Unlike a lot of white wines that are just too light, if that makes sense, or too watery, this one's got a fantastic body to it, yet it's extremely, extremely crisp and fresh. So 5-star to this one so far. I would definitely repurchase it. Love it. I am taking my aerator out of this one now. I'm putting that Haley Scorcher in so we can store it in the fridge and finish it and enjoy it later. All right, so we have the other bottles out now as well. I have this 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve in front of me. I cannot wait to dig into this one. Cabernet is actually my favorite style of wine. This one, all of the wines are from Mendoza, Argentina. This is where the winery is. So let's go ahead and cut the seal on this one. This seal cutter works magic. Exposing the cork. Oops, not making a scene here. Getting our corkscrew in. Okay. Got it out. Same type of cork. This one says Ferllen on it, which is the name of the winery. So let's get this aerator in and test it out. I'm now ready to pour this Cabernet Sauvignon and taste it finally. Ooh, nice color. All right, we don't need too much, putting the wine away for now. So let's go ahead and discuss the color first. Again, I'm trying to use the lightest background that I have here. I would say, so certainly red. It's a very deep red color. I'm seeing ruby in it too, so it's a little bit deeper than just red. Good color. 2017, so it's not awfully dark, it's not awfully light in the same time. So our red wines, as they age, actually become lighter, and it's the white wines that age and become darker in color. So this one is only 3 years old, and it's got some good color to it. So you guys tell me what you think, and I will swirl it so you can kind of see it better too. I see some deep red and I see some purple hues here too. That's what I see. All right, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and smell this one. All right, again, as I have not opened the bottle early enough for it to breathe, I'm just going to aerate it very nicely. It smells, you know, the first thing that hits me on the nose here is actually black pepper. Black pepper on the nose for a lot of people can get a little confusing as of a concept, like how can you smell a black pepper? You don't really smell black pepper. Well, yeah, you do. So that's the spiciness of this one. That's the first thing I smell immediately, and it does smell like red fruits for sure. So I would say, without tasting it, I would guess that it's definitely red fruity on the fruit palate. And the black pepper here, maybe some very light notes of tobacco too. That's what I'm catching so far. But we can't make a final determination until we try it. So we gotta go ahead and try it out. Couldn't stop smelling it. All right, giving it a taste now. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And it's a very rich, but very smooth, long-lasting finish. And everything that I've mentioned, I'm actually tasting as well. Maybe not so much the tobacco anymore. It smells like tobacco on the nose. I can't tell if I actually taste it, but I definitely smell some tobacco. But black pepper and red fruit for sure. It's getting warmer here. I can tell you right now, and this is absolutely genuine. Again, I wasn't paid to do this tasting and do this review, but they did send me the bottles for free. This is the bottle I would be repurchasing with my own money. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. So 2017, like I said, it's not that old of a wine for a Cabernet at least, because they age really well for years and years. And it was aged for 9 months, this one, in an oak barrel. So you can definitely smell that smokiness. Maybe that's where the tobacco smell comes from for me. That's where I catch it. Love this one. Another 5-star for me, honestly. I'm not missing anything in this wine that I usually like in Cabernet. It's got it all. Cheers. I have now put the Haley's Corker in my Cabernet. Now we'll finish it later. So now I am ready for the big boy. I am ready for this 2014 Reserve Malbec. Oh, this is a big wine. This is a very big wine. Let's first cut the seal. I don't know if you can tell how much I'm enjoying it, because I am becoming more and more blush. You can tell it on camera. Also, my battery is dying, so that's not a good sign. All right. There's some solid cork in this one. All right. Getting it out. Woo! Oh my goodness. I need some muscle here. Nice. Cork is a little different on this one. It's a pressed cork that's a little waxed. It probably had to do with the fact that they knew they were going to age this wine. It says Ferllen Winery on it as well. All right, putting our aerator in. Aerator, I'm already tongue twisting here. All right, let's give it a whirl. Pouring it in. The bottle is pretty heavy, again, because of that thick dark glass that they use to age these wines for a long time. The bottle is very heavy because of it. Whoa, what a color here. Nice, let's put the bottle away. It certainly has a very, very deep purple color. You can see that it's a very, very potent, heavy wine. It smells amazing. Let's aerate it real quick. I wish I can aerate this more, and actually once I put my Haley's corker in it and put it in a fridge, when I'm ready to drink that wine again, I will properly put it in a decanter. It definitely deserves it. I'm very honored that they sent me this particular wine. The fact that only 2,000 bottles were produced is a big deal, and I appreciate that. Ferllen Winery, if you ever watch this video, thank you very much for that. So now we are ready to try the wine. Let's go ahead and smell it first, is what I meant. So we're gonna give it a nose. If I told you that the Cabernet smelled spicy, this is what's spicy right here. Think about dark fruits like blackberries. I smell some plum in this one too. It has a lot of smokiness to it. This one actually was, I'm sorry, had to sniff it again. This one was aged in an oak barrel for 18 months. So because of that, it's got a lot of smokiness and spiciness to it when it comes to the nose. Yes, and certainly plums and blackberries on this one. I love Argentinian Malbecs. This is not the origin country of Malbec. And if you didn't know about this, make sure to check out my other video that tells you about main 5 red wine types and where they come from. I will link that video down below as well. It is now time for us to taste this bad boy. So let's go ahead and swirl it one last time. This is the winner. This is the winner. Very deep and earthy taste. Absolutely love it. Oh, I love Malbecs. Cabernets and Malbecs are my 2 favorite wine types, red wine types. I now taste my spiciness, I taste my smokiness here in this one, I taste those plums that I smelled on my nose. I taste all of this now. It all comes together and makes sense. Birds chirping, angels singing. What a moment. I love it. This one is certainly my favorite one out of the 3, but it's a lot of wine. So this is a very big, bold wine. I wouldn't drink it unless you had a special occasion or a proper food pairing to go with it as well. Beautiful wines, I've got to say. So just as a conclusion, absolutely thrilled to be collaborating with this company and giving you this review of the 3 wines that they sent to me. Very grateful for the fact that they reached out to me and made me try their wines for free. So thank you so much, Ferllen Winery. I appreciate this. Send me more wine, please. Just kidding. Very grateful for the 3 that you sent me. I also have reached out to the winery on Instagram to see if they have any discount codes for the followers and for YouTube viewers that you can use going onto their website ordering the wine. So if they send me any discount codes to offer you guys, I will link them down below as well. So make sure to check that description box because that's where you will find the link to their website, and I will leave their Instagram account name there as well. Check them out. Fantastic company. I also heard that the owner really supports the charity scene, which for me is always a big deal. I love when companies don't just make money, they also give something back to the community. So that only puts another check mark and plus to this company, in my opinion. This is it. We're now done. This was my first official tasting and reviewing of the wine. I loved it. I should do more of these for sure, and I will. So guys, please check my other videos. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Subscription is free here on YouTube, as you know. That little like button that you can press for me will completely make my day. YouTube really likes those algorithms with likes and views and whatnot. So subscribe and like, share this video if you liked it and found it helpful for you. And until next time, thank you and cheers.